sometimes, the volunteering thing does bring us experience and credibility, and sometimes they're unique experiences we can only get through unusual community programs. It's true. And the question is still, is it time for that? Because, this is like, you go traveling, go on a road trip, guaranteed there'll be magical things you wouldn't have experienced if you stayed home. But is it time for a road trip? And there's also, there's shitty road trips. There's community experiences that give you nothing. You just get no credibility. So to me, it's just, okay, if I'm going to do a community thing, can I at least find a way that it's connected to my business? There's a woman, what's her name? She wrote a book, Alisoun something, but her book is called Give to Profit. And I'll just show a little chart. I think this was, I wasn't sure it was this Chip Conley's book. Maybe this was Chip Conley's book. But had this idea of a chart. So if you can imagine, sort of loosely in quadrants. So on the up down axis, you've got the return on investment for your business. Selfishly, does this get you a return on investment? Does this make you money? And on this chart axis, you've got AOM, which stands for advancement of the mission. So does it advance the mission of the nonprofit you want to partner with or work with? Does it actually help them achieve their goals? And so, of course, if it's low return on investment, low advancement on the mission, like if it's like, well, my help isn't actually this thing I'm going to do won't help them at all with their mission, and it's not going to make me any money. What the fuck are you doing? So this is just a complete waste of time for everybody. So this would be the kind of thing where it's, yeah, there's some nonprofit and they do work around like preserving forests, and I don't know, you say, hey, I want to do a social event. You bring together a bunch of people who don't give a shit about the forest. It doesn't raise any money, and nobody speaks about, like, anyways, they're useless. But of course, now there's things where you get a big return on investment, but it doesn't advance the mission of the nonprofit very much. So that's the cynical kind of business grab that we're sick of seeing, the kind of greenwashing. It's like, oh, it was good for you. You got to make money, but nothing changed in the world. And then the other side, you can do things that advance the mission of the nonprofit, but you make no money. And it's great for the nonprofit, but you don't make anything, which is fine. There's no problem with that. But just good to know that's what it is. This is now basically a volunteer gig. And then, of course, there's things that advances the mission and there's a return on investment. And so this book, Give to Profit by Alisoun, Mackenzie, thanks for bringing up the link. She talks about this, how to do it. So it's just that I think people think it has to be one or the other. Oh, I either have to volunteer or I have to make money with business. And there are ways that those can be threaded, because can volunteering give us good connection? Sure. But who are we trying to reach? And so if I was going to partner with a nonprofit, I'd be thinking, wait, okay, who are the people I want to reach? And let's say I was like, okay, I really want to focus on permaculture people for the next little bit. So then volunteering on a permaculture board of that might actually be very useful for me, because all of a sudden, all those people know me, they love me, they respect me, they're more willing to endorse me and spread the word about my work to their own people. That could be great. But just volunteering in Edmonton for a little community thing, for homeless people may not bring me anything. Now, I still may want to do it, but it's just good to be clear. This is me giving and volunteering, and I will benefit. There's every chance I'll benefit not at all, versus I'm going to volunteer for this kind of thing, do this project to advance the mission of this nonprofit, and those relationships are very likely in the long term to help me out.